G'day, all you stoners and all you Australian stoners. Oh, look at this. Got some hash browns. We'll show. There you go. Hang on one moment. Look at that. No. So I'm about to have a couple hash cones and eat a couple hash browns. The first person who gets a cone dedicated to them is Kingy2190 and Hamos Outdoors. Shout out to you two for the first two comments you tuned in. Also, honorable mentions King GTS HSV, Sesh Gremlin, and that's about it. So there you go. Shout out to the people who have tuned in. We're going to punch a cone for the first two people who tuned in. We've got the mighty here, ready to be turned on and ready to be used. Kingy2190 says, cheers, Tassie, my bro. Wonderful. Cheers to you too. I'm about to pack a fat hash cone. First cone dedicated to Kingy. Second cone dedicated to Hamos Outdoors. There you go. Kingy and Hamos. Alright, first cone. First things first. Bong, bong, bong. On. Cheers. I haven't eaten my edibles yet today. I'm going to do that. Very excited for that. Oh, nothing like having a couple of cones. There we go. Let's punch another cone. Oh. Two cones. The first one already gets you. It's all that hash. Woo! Shout to the hash, turn to ash. From hash to ash. There we go. Now we've got a cone packed. Let's put a little bit of hash on top of that cone. Woo. Hit the bong. Pack the mighty soon. Start eating the hash browns after this cone because I don't want them to get cold. So this last hash cone is dedicated to Hamos Outdoors. Now this is a fat cone. I don't think I can pull this in one. Too much hash was put on this cone. Cheers. Ooh, the hash gets you. Time to pack the mighty. The mighty, the mighty, the mighty. Blazed. Oh. That Birney gets ya. Oh, wow. The hash is hard. G'day. G'day, Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff Papalia. I'm just gonna blow my nose. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I gotta pack this mighty first. Okay. Ooh, those cones get you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The mighty is now powering up. Oh. There you go. G'day, Matt Rob. Shout out to Matt Rob. There we go. Whew. There we go. Got the agung in the shot as well. There you go. Oh, the vape has hit 210 degrees. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, the vape's going nice. Tastes good. Shout out to Kingy2190, Matt Robb, Jeff Papalia, King GTS HSV, Sesh Gremlin, Hamos Outdoors, and everybody else who swung through and tuned in. I'm going to hit this vape. The vape gets ya. Oh, the vape gets ya. Ooh. Stone does. Oh. Very nice. Oh. Oof. The vape turned off automatically. Cool. Do you know what they call this level of stoned? They call it Burini Blazed. I just dropped the lighter. We've got a guest. G'day, Vape HQ AU. How's your Saturday going?
How you doing, legend? How you going, legend? What's happening?
Good so far. I'm just about to eat some edibles on live on the stream.
I'm
Gonna
still trying to
eat
get this Buck
my
X,
hash
bro.
browns. Yeah, what?
I'm still trying to get this Buck X.
The Buck X.
Yeah, I'll show you.
What the fuck is that?
I'll show you. I'll just show you. This is the cool thing about this. I can just show you this now.
I'm falling asleep on my stream. I'm stoned as.
Yeah, I know, man. That's why I came in. I was like, I'm on Discord right now. I'm chatting to Oy and Golden, And like, I'm going with it, man. Hashman's falling asleep. I'm like, wake him up.
It's the power of the beer.
Click on that link. Click on the link. Click on the link that I shared, bro, down the bottom.
Where is it? Where's the link?
I'm screen sharing down the bottom, like the.
Oh shit! Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right. Right, so this is luck, right? So these are vaporizers designed for hash, right? So this is perfect for the Birani.
Why can't I zoom in on this?
I'll zoom in
what
for
is
you.
that?
I'll zoom in for you. Can you see that?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, so this is so this company Lamar, right? They make the one that they made before this was called the P80. The P80 was considered like the best fucking portable vaporizer of all time, next to the Tiny Mite 2.
Yeah.
But they only make 100 P80s every 3 months, and they only make 100 of these every 3 months. Now, right now, if you see up here, people are bidding on them right now. People have spent 1,000 CHF. Now, I believe 180 CHF is 300 Australian dollars. So these cunts are probably spending close to $3,000 just to get one of these early. Now, because they got early access, they can pick any color they want or anything. Now, what this is it screws on top. It screws on top of a box mod, right? So after I buy this, I'm gonna get the box mod for it. Now, what this is, it's a vaporizer that's like it's like a coil that's wrapped. So like it's kind of like your bud's kind of like wrapped around a coil, so it vaporizes the hash really, really good, like really fun. And apparently that's how you get the hash. Anyway, I didn't get the drop last time 3 months ago. The drop is on Sunday, so I'm going to try it again. If I don't get it again this time, I'll try again in 3 months. Anyway, there's 100 of these motherfuckers. So as soon as it hits the correct, add one to the cart and buy it. So that's pretty much what I've been watching for the last. Like I'm going to be watching this all until tomorrow because these can come like when this bid goes in 4 hours. Anytime after that, these could come.
And they drop tomorrow.
Yeah, Sunday, 22nd. So yeah, hopefully I get one. There's some really cool.
What color would you get? What color would you get?
Like I want this one here, this red one, or this one here. But at the end of the day, they all look awesome. I'd be happy with any of them, bro. None of them look shit. They all look cool to me. So
I'll go with that green one right there.
Yeah,
that's that one there.
Yeah, that's mad. I like that one. It kind of reminds me of Akuma on Street Fighter. It's like his artwork kind of thing. Like that's why I want to get it.
I'd be happy with any of them for sure.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so basically, I'm pretty. Chill Mike was on one of my shows using one of these one time. He was. So yeah, he was using one of these. So Chill Mike owns one. So they're awesome. So I know they're good. And everyone's giving positive reviews, and everybody wants one. Now, if I get one, I may be the only person. In Australia that's reviewed one. So that would be cool.
Australia, medical cannabis. Yeah, I reckon you would be.
Yeah, sure. So no one else is going to be no one's going to be reviewing them. So no, that's what people are paying. I'm not going to pay 3,000. That's just what people are paying so they can get them early. I'm only going to pay 300 to get it. I'm not paying any more than what they're worth. Fuck that. I'm not paying $3,000. I don't have $3,000 to spend on a fucking buck.
Oh.
But these rich people, they're doing that. I'll look it up, right? I'll look it up. So what is it? CHF to AU to Australian dollars. Probably not 3,000. Probably over exaggerating it. So 2,000. So okay. So these cunts, they're paying $3,000 for a vape that they can get early.
Wow.
They're guaranteed to get it. That's crazy, man. 2,000 CHF is 3,300 Australian dollars. They're paying just to get a vape. What the fuck? But then again, if you got the fucking money and you're fucking rich, and if it's like peanuts to you, well, who's going to argue? You know what I mean? Like, if you're a millionaire, you're going to go out and spend $800 on a Lamborghini fucking seat cover because you got it, you know? So maybe it's just one of those things. But for normal people like us, we can't afford to buy shit like that. Fuck that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm going to pay $300. If I don't get it, I'll wait another 3 months. There is no way in hell I'm bidding for it. I'd rather go without than bid for it. I'll go buy another van or something like fuck that. Like, I'm not gonna but it's crazy how people have the money to do it. Like, there's only one that was that high. The other one was only like 600 CHF. That's still like $1,500. You know, like there's one there that was 2,000, one there that was 1,500, one that was 650. So if I go in and bet the $600 one, I might be able to get it for like $1,500. I'm not buying that shit. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Shit happens, you know. Fuck it, I'll save myself the money.
At least there's another opportunity to get it another time,
Yeah.
though.
And it's more like a lottery win to me, you know. It's more like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try this again. And you know, it's like, oh, but anyway, to be fair, Oz Hash, man, it's not the first time I haven't gotten it, so you know, so who gives a shit? I'm
So you've tried it before. There you go.
If I get on, I'm gonna be like, no fucking way, man. If I get on and be like, videos, I'm gonna do videos how to clean it, videos comparing the Mighty, comparing it to the Tiny Mode. I'm gonna do a review on it.
Comparing it to
I'm gonna do
everything.
a fucking 20-minute video talking about how I fucking got the gun. Nah, I don't know. That's gonna be fucking insane. Yeah, it's like graphics cards, right? It's like graphics cards. Like in COVID, right? The 3060s, nobody could get them. You know, like the 3060s would get released at 1 o'clock, and then within a minute or two, they're all gone. They all sold out. You know, it's like graphics cards. People were waiting in line at fucking computer shops for like a week just to get a graphics card. So if you want something bad enough, you'll fucking get it. You know, I was lucky. The 3060 that I got from my mate just happened to be in Australia, and I happened to get one for him. But I know dudes. I spoke to dudes online on PC who were camping 3 or 4 days. I knew a guy who went and traded. He went and traded a $5,000 blow saw, like a tool that he used in one of his old businesses. He's retired now, like a saw. He went and swapped a $5,000 saw for like a graphics card that retail value $900, but people are selling them for $2,000, $3,000 because you can't buy them anymore. Because you can't get them. So it's the same thing as that, you know. So that's the rarity of it. That's why it's so much. And unfortunately,
exactly, I know what you mean.
The COVID fucking shit.
It's the definition of limited edition.
Yeah. So and they only make 100 of them in 3 months. If people don't want to wait 3 months, they'll spend the money. If you got $30,000 in your bank, you know, and it doesn't mean anything to you, you're going to get like a $30,000 next month. You're going to get like another $30,000 next month. You're on OnlyFans or something like that, or you're in YouTube influencer like Andrew Tate, or you're some rich cunt like Elon Musk or something.
OnlyFans.
But no, I ain't rich, so. Yeah, I mean, $3,000, that's a car. People can buy a car for that, you know? Like, what the fuck? $3,000's like a bond and a fucking house, like a bond to get a house. Like, $3,000's a lot of money. That's like fucking 2-3 months worth of shopping for some people, you know? But for these, if you're rich,
That's a lot of food.
I don't know. That's crazy. But hopefully I get it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm really excited too. It's like I'm playing the lottery, man, like waiting for the lottery ticket to come.
I hope you get one. It'll be so cool. It'll be unique.
Oh yeah. And the cool thing is, even if it's shit, and even if I don't use it, I could sell that cunt for $2,000 if someone's willing to pay that much for it.
Really? Or why don't you just buy one and sell it off?
Say I use it for a month, right? And I'm like, I don't like this thing, right? I've got a vaporizer there that I could swap for any vape I want. Anyone will buy. I guarantee I could go on the exchange right now and be like, selling bucks for $1,500 Australian. I guarantee you someone will give me the money for it. They would.
Really?
Yeah. I could sell it. I'd only have to sell it for $500 and I'd make $200 off. If I'm only paying $300 for it, in reality, I've only got to sell it for $400 to get me money.
Yeah.
So I could sell it for $1,000 because people might get it. You know, it's like my Evos. I've got 2 Cloud Evos. I've got 2 Cloud Evos and I have 3 Hydro Tubes. 3 of the Hydro Tubes, they don't even make them anymore. You can't even buy them anymore. I've had people offer me swaps for my Evo, for my Cloud Evos, because you can't buy Cloud Evos no more because Cloud Evo went out of stock in COVID. And I've got 2 of them sitting there, pretty much brand new and in 2 condition. You know, I even said to somebody, you get me a back and I'll swap you for the Evo. But I'm going to try to get a back myself. If I can't get one myself, then I might swap an Evo for a back. But, you know, so there's that too. So, you know, like even if I don't use it, I got something that's going to worth some money later on at some point. So I'm guaranteeing me money back. I might not get it back straight away, but I'll get it back. That's beautiful, man.
I just set a timer.
Yeah.
I'm about to start eating them. So it's good to see you swing through and tune in on the Edible Madness today. Oh, yeah.
Secondhand vape shop. Yeah.
There needs to exist a secondhand vape shop.
I don't like I don't really sell secondhand shit. I just sort of give it to people. I'd rather give somebody something that they can use instead of selling it to them. Yeah, I've got mates going, oh, you can have this if you want. I'll sell it to you. I just walk up and go, hey, have this for free, bro. But
just think of how much food you could have bought with the money, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously, if you need the money, that's a different story. But, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm doing all right,
in general, if you just give away mighties, like I can totally understand how that's so good. It is good, but it is a lot of money to do that as well. You know what I mean? That's
yeah. Well, I've
fucking.
already bought the money. The money's been spent. I hustled to get the money
It's
to use
different
it.
if the mighty's been used for ages, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But like fucking brand new, you just get the mighty. It's not like you're gonna give it to someone. That's fucking full on, bro.
Yeah, when you own a bunch of vapes, you know what I mean? Like the first mighty that I bought like last year, I gave that to my mate. He bought it off me. He paid me off for it. But yeah,
I mean, even if they gave you $200 for it and you paid 500, at least you get something back.
yeah,
Better
yeah,
than
yeah.
getting nothing. It's like fucking what?
But I know what it's like. I know what it's like just to want to vape but not have the money to vape. You know, I know what it's like.
I will fucking save up for a vape. That's what everyone has to do.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
want
yeah.
a vape, save up. Don't fucking whinge.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I won't be that blunt, but it's true.
Yeah,
You
no,
want to
yeah,
vape, that's what you have to do.
but I just don't like having shit I don't use. Like I just don't like having shit sitting in my
That's
car.
true. That's another good point. And what
It
better way to
annoys
do to gift it to someone? I was going to do that with my XQ2. I've got a
Yeah.
desktop Airizer XQ2. Paid
Yeah.
300 and something bucks. I was going to give it to someone. There you go.
Yeah. Like the volcano that I gave away, the first one I gave away, I used that a fair bit. I probably used that for about 4 or 5 months. So it definitely got its wear and tear out of it before I gave that one away. But this other one I got in my cupboard, this one's practically brand new. It's probably been used less than fucking 20 times. So that's why I've kept it, because it's practically brand new. But yeah, I'm thinking about just loaning. I'm going to loan that one to a mate who's getting on the medical until he can get his own vape.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him. I want him to go out and go buy himself a really good one. Like I just want him to use the mighty so he can save up and go get the one that he wants instead of, you know, being like, oh, I'll buy this one off you. You know, I'll just say, no, you can just use it, and then when you go, yeah, you can get an awesome one for yourself, kind of thing. I'm probably gonna do that with my other mighty.
That's a good thing to do, eh?
But yeah, that way they can, you know, that way they've got something to use. You know, it's like I've given people like really weak, low, like really shitty computers, like really weak ones, and computers that I've had given to me and stuff, just for a little while so they can save up and get their own computer and shit, you know, like stuff like that. Just old computers I've had lying around. I've gone in and made computers for people back in the day, like gone in and just found random motherboards, random CPUs, put computers together, just so they got something to game on for a little while until they get the money and shit, you know, like I used to do shit like that all the time.
That is pretty good.
It used to be fun doing computers. Now it's annoying. Like now I hate doing shit on computers. Like it's not fun at all. Like it's like making oil. Like I don't want to make it anymore. Like making Rick Simpson oil was fun 10 years ago, but now I'm just sick of doing it. Like
yeah,
you know, it's like when you have a nice car, you like washing it the first week you own it. After that week, you're sick of washing it. It gets like that, I reckon. But
that's life.
yeah, yeah. But no, it's good everyone's getting on the medical though. I'm glad to see him. I got a couple more of my mates hopefully getting on it, so it'll be good.
Yeah. Shout out to the medical.
But the only vapes I've kept that I haven't given away is the Volcano. That's because I've had that for 14 years, and that's got like sentimental value. That one and my Evos. Well, I'm not really getting rid of them because they're rare. But
nah, you wouldn't want to get rid of them.
They wouldn't be getting. They're not going to get used anytime soon. They're just going to sit there and there's going to be like rare pieces.
Hold on to them. Hold on to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, unless someone swaps me something that I need, then I'll swap an Evo.
That's pretty epic, though.
It's fucking awesome. I've got 2 Evos sitting there. I actually own 3 Evos, but my other one, it's being used too much. People wouldn't buy it. It's like fucking. It's like an 80-year-old grandpa. It's got like 20 years of its life left, and it's gone. Like it's 80% of its life gone.
That's fucking brutal.
Right, yeah. I got that one in 2014. That was like, yeah. But I when I was using it wrong. That's why I got so dirty and so black and shit. And yeah.
Oh, yum.
Is that butter?
Yep.
Nice.
Just gel capping it up. I'll just shove it in there. Look at this.
Yeah, do it for Aussie Frost King. I try to make it a thing to use my Volcano once a month. Try to. Yeah, that's awesome. I got heaps of gelatin capsules, bro. I got fucking shitloads of them. I got like
It's
this.
like 1,000 for $12.50. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
$12.50 for 1,000 on eBay.
yeah,
And
that's it, bro.
here's the thing: you got to get the ones that are certified, that are healthy, because
Yep.
this one's got certifications and it's fucking
Yep.
good.
You want to make sure you get the ones that don't liquefy on the inside. There's some where if you put shit on the inside of them, they will seep through. Yeah, they're the right ones. Yeah, you got the right ones. They're the ones that I've got. They're good, them ones.
Just gelatin.
Yeah,
They're
that's
fucking.
all right. It's gelatin. They're pretty much, it's like they're a gummy bear. They're the outside of a gummy bear with no sugar in it.
Yeah.
They're a gummy bear, basically, or a fucking lolly, like an Allen's lolly. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting,
That
man.
sugar. Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The cool thing is, like these ones here, they're heat proof. Like I can actually put some pretty. I've actually put some pretty warm Rick Simpson oil in these, and they don't.
Yeah, they didn't
I'll
melt.
grab it while it's still a bit
Yeah.
warm and still fill them up, and they still don't. They still don't go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pretty good.
That's hectic. Mm.
Oh yeah, I'm getting my intro made up today, so I got my outro. I'm gonna get my outro done.
Yeah.
My intro, my outro done. So it's gonna be good. So I got a new intro, a new outro coming. Oh, my intro is gonna be the same, but I got a new outro coming.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have another song later on, a different song, to the Wiz Khalifa one. I'm gonna have that for the intro. I just gotta get that. I'm waiting for the get that one. That, sorting it out. I'm gonna do this first, and then I'll do the next step. So when I you might see a new intro. I got my boy in there mixing it up for me right now, doing the intro for me. So
Hell yeah. One thing you got to remember with the cannabis community is we have a lot of people who tune in for epilepsy. So with everything that we do, we've got to be conscious about whatever video we put up. We've got to be conscious about it. No, I'm serious. I get a lot of messages and comments on my other channel, the Terrence McKenna channel, and the people that find me, they find me from the medical because they need it. And so that's why I have to be pretty health conscious on what I show. It's not a big deal, but you just got to have an idea that some people could literally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just like, so far I've just got the Matrix fucking scenes in my intro and outro, so it should be right with them.
It should be fine as long as it's not flashing lights.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. The outro is just going to be another thing in the movie, like another life lesson, like another scene in the movie. So that's going to be the outro. And I've got a song. I've gotten permission I've gotten permission, and I've got the green light for the person to play the song on my outro. So it's going to be good, man.
Yeah, nice.
I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to give it away. But yeah, it's going to be good, man.
No, keep it down low.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, hopefully I'll have cool intros as well, like a cool song intro eventually.
No, it is good. It is good for sure.
Hook's got the best one, man. Hook's got the best fucking intro. Yeah. This song's best. Fucking couch lock. That's what you want when you got good.
Who doesn't want a couch lock?
That's what you got when you got good pot. That's couch lock. He's got the best fucking intro. He's got the best song ever for his intro. Shout out to Kingy. Kingy StreamYard hours. He done what me and you did when we first started. First week out of StreamYard hours.
Oh no.
Yeah. So $38 it costs for unlimited.
They've got one that's an essentials pack that's $10.
Okay, is there?
Yeah, there's a basics one. Yeah, bro, for sure.
Really? Okay. Well,
it's super hard to find. It's super hard to find, but Kingy, you can get one for like $10. And it'll give you unlimited hours. I was so close to buying it, but I thought better not. When I had to deactivate my billing, they gave me that option as well, and they give that option a bit.
Yeah, I just pay monthly, so I just paid $38 for the month, and I thought to myself, right, if I use my $38, I'll buy it again. And I definitely did more than 100 hours of. I probably definitely done 100 hours of streaming last month, so or 50 hours or 60 hours.
Big boy push.
I definitely got my money's worth out of it, so I'm probably just going to keep.
I would say, have a look through there and see if you can get that $10 one, because it's the exact same. It's like you'll be paying less and you get the same features.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm not
so.
joking. Like this, yeah, and you get to stream to other platforms like Twitch as well.
Well, right
Like
now,
it's not nothing to get limited.
right now I've got Twitch and YouTube going at the same time. I literally get one person.
Yeah, that's so good.
Right, and then they realize that we're all on YouTube and just come over to YouTube anyway. So like, no one's watching. But yeah, man, you're making me want fucking hash browns, man. Oh.
Smoking hash, eating hash browns, eating hash.
You're making me want to go down on the scooter and go down to the fucking Coles and go get some hash browns and cook some.
Well, here's the thing. Why would you ever buy hash browns from McDonald's or Hungry Jack's when you go fucking buy vegetable oil, you go buy a pot, you go buy hash browns, and it'll cost less long term, and the hash browns will taste the same, if not better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
You know, it's like Macca's breakfast at any place is the biggest rip-off in the world. Like, you're paying huge amounts of money.
Yeah. Well, for sure, the hash browns are expensive.
Are you fucking serious? And a coffee? Fuck off, man.
No, you're right. You're right about that.
Jack's, like, I can't make a Whopper at home. I can't make an ultimate double Whopper at home.
True.
I can imitate one, but I can't make it. I can go home and make a hash brown. I can make a fucking egg and bacon muffin. I can go cook my own damn stuff. I can't cook a snitty like these motherfuckers in Cano. You know what I mean? Like, there's a certain thing that you can make yourself that you buy. If you can make it yourself, why pay for it? Macca's is the shittest breakfast to buy ever. Biggest waste of money ever.
Totally agree. I know what you mean. That's so true. Macca's has this thing where if you order on the app, you get points back, and they started giving you free things. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm trying not to fill my stomach on hash browns because I got to eat these edibles. I don't want to get full and go, oh, I can't eat any more edibles.
Yeah. Man, I would fucking, if I had to eat like fucking 15 mils of butter, man, I'd probably feel sick myself. I would.
No, I don't feel sick. It's not bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, how many mils of butter is that? Is that like a tablespoon of butter or something? Do you reckon? How much would 15 mils of butter be?
I'm not sure how much goes in these gel caps.
Oh well, if they're triple zeros, you can fit 1.2 grams of 1.2 mils in them. If they're 0.0, you can fit 1 mil in them. So it depends on what size they are. They're the triple zeros. You can fit more than a mil in them.
They are.
Yeah. So
well,
yeah, I don't know how many you got. I don't know how many milligrams of THC butter is, but yeah.
Who knows? That's a good question.
With my capsules, I just set them up so like I only need to take 1 mil, so I've only got to swallow one. That's what I usually do. Instead of having to take like 10, 15. I used to do it that way back in the day where I used to have to swallow like 30 tablets. Like every 10 minutes later take another 5, 10 minutes later take another 5, and then 10 minutes later take another 5. I used to do that shit. But yeah.
I would just have them all at once, and I'd probably take like 15 at the most.
Yeah. But the best thing about capsules is you can't taste them. You can just swallow them. You don't have to eat anything. You can wake up with an empty stomach and swallow them. That's why I like them. You might burp up some olive oil, but it's better than fucking having it on your tongue and actually eating it. Rick Simpson is the most things you can ever eat. It is putrid. Absolutely. Exactly. Go get a bong that's been broken, that someone smoked out of for months and hasn't cleaned, that's been stained, and lick it. That's what Rick Simpson oil would taste like. The inside of the glass of a fucking bong. It probably tastes just as bad. Grab some dirt or even and chew it. That's what Rick Simpson.
Have you put this in your mouth? Have you taken the mighty apart and sucked on the little resin there?
No, I haven't.
I've done that, and that's exactly what it tastes like. What you're describing. Legit. Yeah. It got you stoned. It got me stoned though. It gets you robbed.
Oh yeah, it's just no mouthpiece. It's funny though, eh?
Yeah.
Fucking, dude, just take this out and just sit there. Put your mouth on and use that as a mouthpiece.
That's hectic.
Fucking funny as. No.
Yeah. I wanted to take the mouthpiece off and put it in milk, but I decided I'd just like suck off the resin. The milk would have been a better idea though.
Yeah, just slow
Just
cook
like-
it, like slow cook it in the milk, and just like with a bit of heat,
Yeah.
just try to. Yeah, I don't know. You can grab my mates used to do this. They used to grab a blowtorch and they used to grab the mighty mouthpiece when it used to be real clogged up. And they'd grab a lighter and they'd hold the jet lighter near it and they'd try to pour it out of the mouthpiece onto a piece of baking paper. But what I used to do was I used to just take the thing. When I used to have no weed, I'd just pull my mighty apart, grab a flat knife, and I'd just scrape everything out of it. And then I'd just throw it on a bong and just smoke it on a cone. That's what I'd do when I had no weed.
Yeah.
When I had no pot. I'd go through all my grinders, scrape all my vaporizers out, and go through all the whizzes. And there was always people chopping up in my shed. So there was always little bits of flakes of weed and whizzes. There was always bud dropped on the table, little bits of flakes. Cone pieces always have black shit on the inside of them because people were always smoking, so I could always clean the inside of the cone piece out.
Black on the inside actually gets you wrong.
I used to do it all the time. I used to do it all the time. I'd grab a little bit, so I'd clean a couple of grinders.
What do they call that?
Put it in the cone piece, see the black thing on top, and just smoke it and get dusty.
What do they call that?
Resin ball, I guess.
Someone I used to know used to put scrape it out and put it in a joint, and I gave that a go, and that's fucking crazy, man. That's off its nut.
Yeah,
legit.
I used to do heaps of shit because you'll be surprised what somebody will do when they're sleep deprived. You know what I mean? Like I was doing some of the most unhealthiest fucking shit because I was sleep deprived. I mean, I'm sitting there fucking cleaning grinders out. There could have been dust and shit on the weed that I was putting on my bongs on the table. Could have been anything on it, Fucking germs, all sorts of shit. Getting myself sick. I could have been doing anything, but I was just sleep deprived, so I did it anyway. I used to drag my bong all the time. Me and my brother nearly had a punch on. We had nearly had a fight because he smoked my dregs on me one day. I left my dregs out in the sun, and I come home after being out all day, doing heaps of shit, keeping myself occupied. And I come home and my fucking dregs are gone. And I'm like, did you drag the bong? Did you let him dry in the sun? Did you do any work? Oh, you just wake up. Oh, there's dregs sitting there. I'll smoke the cunts. Fuck you. I nearly punched him in the head over it.
Yeah, no, that's not on. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's fucking dregs. It's each to their own. It's fucking dregs. Well, you drag the bong next time and dry them out and get excited all day that when you come home, you're going to get stoned and go to sleep.
Nah, that's just not on.
Yeah.
That's just fucked.
Yeah, just like
you should have said sorry. That's fucked.
I used to have mates, right? I had a mate, right, who he would come to my house randomly. Like, he it'd be 2 o'clock in the morning. He'd just come to your house, bang on your window. And, like, if you had no weed, he'd just come to your house. Didn't matter what time it was. This is how bad it was, right? We'd be asleep in the garage. He would walk in, break into the side of the fucking shed, walk in, see that we were sleeping, punch 2 or 3 bongs out of our bowl, and walk out and fucking leave. We didn't know the cunt was doing it for 3 months, right? What happened was my brother started leaving cones out in the shed because the cones were disappearing. And he was blaming me. He was blaming this other bloke, that he was friends with, and all of us, right? Anyway, so what happened was I went to Canberra for 4 days, right? Anyway, he goes, "Oi, Daniel." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "I found something out." And I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Well, I found out that it wasn't you pinching my cones." And I said, "Well, it wasn't you pinching my cones." He goes, I left 3 cones in the shed last night. I come back inside. I went to sleep. I woke up this morning. The cones were gone. And he goes, "Obviously it wasn't you because you were in fucking Canberra." Anyway, we found out it was this cunt who lives 3 streets down the road from me. He was just turning up to our house, breaking into the shed, walking in, smoking cones, leaving. This is how bad this dude would be. I'd go to martial arts training, go do 2 hours of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai kickboxing. I would come home tired as fuck. He'd be sitting there in my fucking garage, pulling cones. "Hey, man, I had some cones for you, man, but you took too long to get here, so I fucking smoked them." Instead of going, "Oh, he's not home," and he walked home, he'd just go in and smoke in my fucking shed and then go home. You know what I mean? One time I got home from work, I got home from training, and his old man, I opened the roller door, his old man was there looking for him, yelling at him in my backyard. They're having a fucking family dispute. I'm like, I got home from training, I got to deal with this shit. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck off my fucking property. Fuck off.
Exactly.
I'm like, you. I never asked you to come over. You can fuck off, right? And you, I don't give a fuck about your fucking son. You know what I mean? Get the fuck off my property. They're just yelling at each other. I'm going to deal with this shit when I get home from fucking training.
Exactly.
People are bad in this fucking town, bro. Bad, man.
That's just cringe, though. No shame.
Yeah. And then you pull him up on it, he goes, "Oh, when was the last time I did this?" It's like, "Oh, okay, you haven't done it for 2 fucking years." He's the kind of guy to turn up to your fucking house with a tomato sauce bottle, a pouch of tobacco, and he'll just walk out to your fucking laundry and smoke backy cones in your laundry. You know, he's the kind of guy that everyone's inside the house drinking and vaping. He's out in the shed smoking backy cones by himself. He's that kind of guy. You know, he's like, why even come over and hang out with us? He's only coming over and hanging out with us because his parents annoy him when he smokes at home, so he gets to smoke somewhere different. You know, that's the only reason why he comes to my house. So he uses my house as a place so we can escape from his parents from annoying him. And I've got to deal with all of his fucking problems because he uses my house somewhere to fucking smoke.
That's just cringe.
Yeah, bad. I've met some real.
Does he know that that's what he's doing? Does he know that that's what he's doing?
What he was doing. He just doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care. He's one of those.
You know what you need to do one day? You need to just get some acid and just drop it down the back of his neck, 2 or 3 drops, and then have a chat with him. Say, do you really need to be, you know, running away from your problems like this? You know what I mean? Because that's fucked.
If you go through your whole life when nobody says no to you, you never run out of weed. Like this guy, he smokes all of his weed every single time, and he fucks himself, right? But for some magical reason, weed always just happens to turn up when he runs out. You know, so he never goes without. So he doesn't know what it's like to not go without. So naturally, he's going to tell himself and do everything he can so he doesn't have to run out because he has never been without before. You know, and when you don't go,
it's not even that bad to go without. You know, that's fucking hilarious.
That's what he is, basically.
What a wimp.
Greedy, spoiled little.
It's nothing to go without weed. Some people fucking what is he doing? What is he? Does he do any other drugs?
He smokes huge amounts of tobacco with his weed, right? So when
it's the tobacco then. It's the tobacco.
Shaking like this, he starts shaking.
He's craving the hit. He's craving the snap of the bomb.
You know, and he's stirring shakes and he throws up and he gets sick and all this fucking shit, you know. And then he goes around telling everyone to CHS, you know, like cannabis hypermesis syndrome. But then he starts smoking good bud and it goes away. Like,
what is CHS?
Cannabis hypermesis syndrome. It's like there's some people that have hypersensitive cannabinoid receptors. But it's not everybody. So it's like it can happen for a while, but then it might not happen again. So your receptors can get hypersensitive, right? So if you get CHS, right? Now, there's a lot of arguments, right? A lot of people say it's not real because not enough people have it, but more and more people are getting it. Doctors are fucking finally diagnosing it as an actual thing. So basically, when you smoke pot, your cannabinoid receptors are fucking super sensitive, right? So when you quit, you start getting withdrawal symptoms like someone who's using heroin. So basically, you'll constantly throw up until you stop using weed. Now, the only cure for it is to stop smoking weed, and the only other cure for it is hot showers, right? My mate, he would go down to the mall, to the hotel, pay $100 for the night, and he would just sit in the shower. Hospitals in America are lined up full of people wanting to use their showers because they've got no hot water at home because their shoulders are in that much fucking pain. It's called cannabis hypermesis syndrome. It's a recognized, dude. There was a guy talking about it. Even Joe Rogan didn't even know about it. You know that guy from Vice who goes around doing all the drug stories and all the drug documentaries? He told Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan
Hamilton Morris. Wait, say that again. Go back. You go.
The guy that does all the Vice.
What'd you say?
The guy with the glasses. The guy who does all the Vice documentaries. He told Joe Rogan about CHS on Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan didn't even know what CHS was. Not a lot of people even know what CHS is. And my mate reckons he's got it right, but he was smoking street weed, right? And then he got off the PGR. Like he would buy Asian street PGR weed, well and truly knowing that it was poisonous. Like you go and buy a stick, smoke, and then go and buy another stick, well and truly knowing it was poison. Go on and buy another one. And he got off the PGR weed, and now he's smoking good bud. And now he doesn't get sick anymore. You know, now he doesn't get sick anymore. But when he runs out of weed, he starts putting on the CHS again. You know, I don't have CHS, but when he runs out of pot, he starts getting sick again. You know what I mean? And you know, and it could be other factors the reason why he's throwing up. He could have vomiting cycling syndrome from smoking backy cones every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like someone's sitting there saying, I've got CHS, but they're the most unhealthiest person you'll ever see. They eat unhealthy. They smoke backy cones. They don't shower every day. They wear thongs. They blow their nose on their t-shirts. They got dirty hands all the time. They never wash their hands. There's a lot of huge factors why somebody could be throwing up. It might not be the fucking weed, but it's easier to blame something that costs shitloads of fucking money than it is to blame themselves. It's easier to blame something else than it is to blame yourself. So that's what people do. It's the weed that's doing it to him, even though they don't know 100% if it's the weed or not. You know, so it's easy.
Exactly.
What's the reason for volcanoes? Marijuana. What's the reason for the Holocaust? Marijuana. What's the reason for abortions? Marijuana. What's the reason for world wars? Marijuana. You know what I mean? Marijuana is the reason why everything bad fucking happens. That's what it used to be like in the fucking 90s and the 2000s. You smoke weed and people are like, oh, he's smoking marijuana. People would be like, when I was growing up, oh, you smoke?
Yeah, legit.
Like, that's what it used to be like.
Yeah, legit. Yeah,
anyway,
people still do that as well.
Shit pot with PGR growing on it.
It's like someone drained the soul out of them when you tell them.
Or they're smoking too much fucking tobacco mixed with their weed. That's probably what CHS is. A lot of people reckon it's Neboy, one of the PGRs that they use to grow weed. Now, I've heard of dispensaries in America using certain PGRs. How do you know the cunt's it's not the PGR they're using to grow the fucking weed? It might be a natural PGR. It might be it's still a PGR though. There are natural PGRs that don't fuck your sperm, don't kill your brain cells, don't give you headaches, don't make you sick. You know, they could be just getting a reaction to that. You know, you never know. It's like,
oh, that's fucked.
CHS is a touchy subject because there's a lot of cannabis users out there, and now and with weed, like with weed and the Matrix, we've learned that if you tell yourself something, that there's a possibility that it could happen, right? So if people are going to tell themselves, oh, I'm going to get CHS, there's a chance I can get CHS now if I smoke weed. They might get CHS because they might tell themselves they're going to fucking get it and trick the Matrix. Or they might already have CHS and now they're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, you know, it's either one or two, you know. So, yeah, there's that situation as well. You know what I mean? Because, like, most people who smoke weed don't get withdrawal symptoms. Most people, like, you know what I mean? I wake up every day. Like, I didn't have my first vape until...
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'll be real. I do get those withdrawal symptoms, but, like, it's not that hard to deal with. You know, like, what are your withdrawal symptoms? What were you saying?
Yeah, but then again, are they only getting sick is because the back is just forcing them to have a cone to get rid of that sickness, the spun cone, you know? Are they actually addicted to weed or are they just doing it because they're addicted to spin? There's another factor in it too. You know, nicotine's the most addictive.
Like if you smoke weed for so long.
If you put that in anything, you're going to be addicted to it. South Park, Simpsons did an episode on it. To Smacko. Cunts became addicted to eating tomatoes because they grew tomato with nicotine. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, you know, it could be that factor too. Like, there's all different factors that you got to take into account. It could be what you're putting into your body. It could be the weed making you sick. It could be the strain of weed. It could be how you're smoking the weed. It could be what you're eating. You know, like, it's hard, like, diagnose people like these days. And if you're telling yourself it's something, well, you're really going to believe that. So,
I would say I totally agree that, like, if you create an excuse, your body's going to say, oh, yeah, that's an easy escape, an easy option to answer the question. But honestly, like, I don't know, do you get withdrawals from not smoking weed? Because for me, you and I have both smoked the cone piece. You scrape the cone piece out and that sort of thing. And I used to do that when I had no weed left, and that would get me romped as. But when it comes down to it, it's like, is it even worth smoking that? And so nowadays, if I had no weed, no medical, I would probably just fucking have edibles or go without. You know what I mean? I don't know. I do get withdrawal symptoms.
Running out of weed, like quitting prescription pills, and then using weed, and then running out of weed, and then your side effects coming back. That's not an addiction, right? That just means your side effects are coming back because you have nothing to control your
side but that's what I'm saying. That's what happens.
You know, so if you're sleep deprived, you haven't slept in 2 fucking days, and you're going crazy and you're hallucinating, you're not a drug addict for smoking drugs.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Oh, okay, this dude can take a melatonin. Well, I'm happy for you, brother. Don't work for me, melatonin. Oh, you can take an antidepressant that works. Cool. You can take, you know, I need to take fucking 20 fucking mil. I need to take fucking 5.
The thing is, does it work or are they satisfied with it? You know. Exactly. Like, does it work or are they satisfied?
When you go to sleep, that's all you have. You're not a drug addict for using all you have. You're a drug addict if you're sitting there fucking. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's different. When you're a medical patient, it's hard to negotiate that, you know, because you're medicating yourself.
Yeah.
Like, weed's not
I'll
addictive.
give you an
If
example.
I go without weed for 30 days, then I've got nothing to control my autism and my ADHD. Yes, I can go without weed. Yes, but I don't want to be talking people's ears off. I'm smoking weed right now, and I'm still doing it. You know, I mean, I've had 2 freight trains.
I'll give you an example.
You know what I mean?
I know 2 people in Tasmania who are on the medical. One
Yeah.
is for insomnia, and one is for epilepsy and insomnia. And so one of them, right, the
Yeah.
insomnia, I'll tell you the first bloke. Okay, well, I won't say whether it's he or she because the other one is a chick, so I'll just shut up. I've already said the genders. But the first person who's on the medical, who's only for insomnia, they will smoke weed all day, and then when it comes to it at night, if they have no weed, they'll whinge and they'll get so annoyed and they'll try and buy deals or they'll try and do, anything they can to have weed. But then
Yeah.
person number two, who needs it for epilepsy, fucking has to use it during the day. That
Yeah.
has no choice not to use it during the day, but also needs separate strains for night. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you got to choose when you use your weed. If you need it for nighttime, don't fucking bong in the morning. It goes without saying.
I'll tell you most of my mates, right? Most of my mates, okay, right? They drink,
Yeah.
they smoke cigarettes, they're on prescription pills, they do meth,
Oh.
they do pills and shit,
Oh.
and they smoke weed. Now, you have somebody that uses weed to medicate themselves and they run out of weed and they go and smoke drugs. Then you have other people who run out of weed and go and do shit like prescription pills, drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, do fucking pingers,
Yeah,
go and
exactly,
do fucking meth for 3 fucking days. Then you have people like that. There's a difference
I know what
between,
you mean.
I mean, if someone said to me, look, man,
It's good to hear you say this as
if
well.
someone said to me, look, man, I smoked drugs last night, but I didn't go and take 3,000 milligrams of Seroquel. I'd be like, thank you, man. Thank you for not going to try and overdose. I'm glad you smoked drugs. You're a smart cunt. You're not.
At what point is it just substance abuse?
Imagine this, right? Imagine you taking 5,000 milligrams of edibles, then drinking half a carton of piss, and then smoking cigarettes, and then going and taking some LSD, mushrooms, and fucking DMT, then going and grabbing some dusters and some fucking paint thinner and some fucking petrol and going and sniff all that shit. You know what I mean? What? That's not enough.
It sounds like a never-ending bender.
You know what I mean? It's like, really, you need to use 6 fucking drugs every day. Really, you need to be on liquor, pot, alcohol, pills. You need to be on all that fucking shit. You need to be on Valium, alcohol, and weed. Really? Okay, cool. Well, you must have fucking stage 4 fucking cancer or some shit because people with cancer don't even take that much shit. Like people who are dying don't even have that.
Do you want to explain what dregs are? Do you want me to?
Dregs is like, so when you smoke a bong and then the weed falls through the cone piece and lands on the bottom of the bong and you got that black shit floating in the water, that's dregs.
So what he's saying is you strain your water out,
So you grab
and then
your
you
bong,
fucking
strainer, and you smoke all the black shit floating in the bottom.
Yeah. There's a lot of green stuff in there as well, though.
Exactly.
You'd be surprised how much unburnt.
This is what I used to say to him. I said to my mate last week? My mate, he smoked 20 grams of medical in 3 fucking days. I'm like, bro, you tipped half your medical down the fucking sink, bro. No wonder you went 20 grams in fucking 3 days. I'm like, I looked at his bong, and when he tipped it down the sink, I could see bits of green around the sink where he tipped it.
Exactly. It's true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we get AVB. They get dirty black fucking tar on the bottom of their bong. But they're just tipping theirs down.
My
We make edibles with our AVB, Like, we're using down the sink. I could never tip half my pot down the sink. Fuck that. I could never tip half my pot down the sink or throw half my weed in the garbage bin. Or I don't know. I just couldn't do that shit. It's such a waste, man. And you see, they go horses for courses. You like vaping, I'm smoking. I'm like, it's got nothing to do with horses for courses. You smoke 20 grams in fucking 3 days. The only way you're not going to do that is by getting off a bong and swapping the vaping. It's got nothing to do with horses.
I just want to say before, you know how I said I had to have like 15 of these?
Yeah.
This doesn't have that much hash in the AVB mixture. You know what I mean? Whereas the other batch of AVB I made was so potent, and you would know because you have Birani in your AVB now as well. And once you have Birani in your AVB,
fuck it. I'm a bong smoker.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The thing with Birani is like
horses for courses. I'm just gonna go waste half my shit. Horses for courses.
Exactly.
Well, if you're rich,
it's all about like reusing.
Horses for courses if you're fucking rich. I ain't rich. If you're a millionaire, exactly. if you get to pay $3,000 on a fucking bat, and you're a millionaire. Horses for courses, absolutely. Ain't horses for courses when you can't afford to feed the fucking horse.
Yeah.
I only take one of these. See this?
Look at that. That's so good. Yeah, I know what you mean. But
Oh
like,
yeah,
have
when
you
you're growing,
noticed that?
absolutely, that's a different argument when you're growing. That's
Have
a
you
different.
noticed that your AVB is different when you have the Birrini now because of the cannabigerol? Or
The
is it? Do
CBD,
you
yeah.
think that it's the exact same as when you didn't have the Birrini before? What do you think?
Well, I'm
Oh, you
noticing
have
that
the sherbet glue.
I
The
noticed
sherbet
that
glue has the
that I
CBG.
get, right? So before, if I used a
Yeah.
jar of this before, I'd only get like 8 grams of RSO. Now, if I use a full jar of this, I'll get like 14 grams of RSO. So I'm getting twice as many times
Yeah.
I put in bind, I put in the binary hash in it.
That's so good. Because the hash, I think, has this cannabigerol that when you eat it through edibles, it hits you in an interesting way. Because like when you smoke the hash or vape it, you get the
Yeah,
CBG and you can
yeah,
feel that that's something extra. I think that when you have edibles, that CBG is actually pretty good as well, for
yeah.
sure. And that's from the Birni.
I love my edibles, but unfortunately, I have to sell the plant
Yeah.
so I can buy my medical, so I can't take the edibles anyway. So if I was smoking bongs, I wouldn't be able to buy my medical. I wouldn't be able to afford it because I have to sell this to pay for it. So basically, I'm
Yeah.
vaping like 60% of my weed selling it, vaping 60% of my weed selling it, vaping like 70% of it, and then just selling ABB capsules so I can go and buy my next fucking script because I'm fucking
Yeah.
fucking pension.
But that's so cool that you have the those
Yeah, it
capsules.
is cool, but
They're
I'd
that
like to
good.
be able to extract my weed and get all of it. Like, I'd like to be able to have a second hit on my freight train sometimes, and get it all out of it. But I can't because I need to. And the cool thing is, if I do run out, I've already got these tablets here as backup. Like a whole week, I couldn't get the medical for one day. I was laughing because I had these sitting here, so I didn't care because I was right. I'll
Yeah.
take it when I go to sleep at night. If I've got no weed, I don't give a fuck. If I've got something to help me sleep, I'll be sane all day. In reality, I only need weed at nighttime before I go to bed. If I know I've got it before I go to bed,
Exactly.
generally I'm sane. I'll be sane. But yeah, I'm only prescribed 2 grams a fucking day by the doctor and hash. I've got to ring up the doctor tomorrow and see if I can increase my limit because I can only get fucking 3 scripts every month. Like
Mm.
2 grams a fucking day, man. Imagine how quick my weed would go. Like it's going quick enough as it is when I'm not smoking it. Without the ABB. Like, imagine if I had like no ABB, I'd have nothing. Like, and the cool thing is, even if I don't, like, even if I want to collect this, I can re-vape this in my volcano, and I'll get bags you can't fucking see through, man. I'm telling you, it won't taste the best.
Yeah.
It still tastes better than fucking the street weed out
A
there.
lot of people revape their AVB as well, which is
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know if I could do that.
But yeah, obviously this is all poor people's this is problems that poor people have and people who are underprescribed. If you grow your own fucking weed and you have pounds of weed sitting there, these problems don't exist, right? If I had a pound of weed sitting there, you'd be seeing me smoke a 10-gram joint right now. Why? Because I've got a pound sitting there, or I've got another pound sitting there. If I fucking
Exactly.
fucking weed, mate, you'd be seeing me fucking chain smoke, mate. But yeah, but until that happens, like I can't do it. Yeah, I'm on 60 grams. I'm on 60 grams a month. That's it. So I can only get So I'm already past my limit. I've got to ring up and increase my limit because apparently I've got too much. This is what I got to last me for 7 days. What's in this jar?
As if 60 grams is your limit. Mine's 120.
Yeah, I know. I've got to increase the limit. They told me that when I sign up with a new doctor, if I ask to increase the limit, I will. But I didn't have the money to buy what I had. But now I've got the money to buy it. Now I'm going to ring up and increase the limit. So fuck it.
Yeah.
Man, I used to smoke that shit in bongs, man. Like me and my brother, man, we made a whole jar of this shit last month, and we didn't even have to buy weed. We couldn't get weed, and this used to get us through just fucking smoking this shit, the vape shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Tones of that. Like, because we've already put it through the volcano. There's no point of fucking vaping it a second time unless you put shitloads in. But sometimes we didn't have shitloads, so we couldn't do that. Like,
Yeah.
the end of the day, like I was Tommy Chong. I was the guy that used to smoke shitloads of weed and I would run out all the time. And then someone sat there one day, and this is what happened. I smoked a 7-gram joint in about 20 minutes, and he just said to me, he goes, "You just smoked 4 days worth of weed in one fucking joint in 20 minutes. I'm not giving you any more weed." He goes, "You can have a bong, but it'll be spun. I'll always give you a cone, but you're gonna have to deal with it being spun. You're not getting no more weed off me." I got pneumonia that week because because of my stupidity. That was when I learned, right, I got to stop smoking all my weed in one fucking go. You know, because I only get weed.
Wow.
So, for example, I get paid by Centrelink. I would have no weed for a whole week because I couldn't get tick the first week I got fucking paid. And then the second fucking week, you know, so I would only get weed on payday. So I'd get a quarter. And I was used to not having weed again for another 2 fucking weeks. You know? Like that's what I would do. And I was in the habit of doing that. Because I was like, fuck it, it's payday. I get high on payday again, and then people, you know, and then like I'd have to go around like doing shit for people to get weed. I go and get on. Like if I go buy this guy a 50, he gives me a tenner. Go buy this guy an ounce, he gives me a 50 for getting on. You know, I had to go around doing shit for people to get bud then. You know, and I learned that I was smoking like Tommy Chong. Now I'm the biggest stinge you'll ever meet. I brought my AVB home with me back from Nimbin. That's how much of a stinge I am. I brought my AVB back home with me on an aeroplane from Nimbin.
That's not even that bad. Who wouldn't do that?
I am now.
Who wouldn't do that?
I don't like running out, man. I don't like running out. I don't want to run out. I'll deal with it if I have to, but I'd rather not have to.
I know what you're saying. I totally agree. When it comes down to it, though, at what point are you just pouring money away? The point of vaping is to save it so you can use it the next time. And at what point are you just wasting it if you didn't bring it home? So I would say you're 100% sane to bring it home. It's insane to throw it out in Nimbin. Like fucking what? What?
I had my D-bowler. This was full of ABB on the airplane. My D-bowler was just full with the lid on.
Yeah.
My bag shaking around and shit. I didn't lose none of it. Came home and just dumped it in my container.
I put my ABB in these tins.
Yeah, 5 grams of ABB, baby. 7 or 8 grams of ABB or whatever it was I had. But yeah.
These Birrini tins, the empty ones, they're good for ABB, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
you know, so there's that. I mean, I understand there's dudes out there that grow. Well, each to their. I'm happy for you. Hey, user legends. I wish I could smoke an endless supply of fucking weed and I could just keep growing. If I was growing, man, you'd just be seeing me ripping dabs all day. Like you'd be sitting there. You'd be watching me sit here right now with a divine.
You'd be able to grow soon.
Be like this, chain smoking dabs all day. I would if I had fucking shitloads of weed. Oh man, I wish I grew. Man, I'd use a whole plant just for one rosin press if I had a whole pound. I'd use a whole pound. I'd press a whole pound. Fuck it. I wish. I fucking wish. I wish I had a jar full of dabs, man. I have a jar full of dabs, man. And I'd just be boom, 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 boom. I'd be doing 2 vape pens at the same time. 2 DTs at the same time. Oh, man. I wish. I fucking wish.
Shout out to OHY. He says, those limits are hard. I feel for you, Aussies. Well, there's one state in Australia where you can grow legally, and eventually 3 more will join that that legalization. So we've got ACT that has legal. Apparently, New South Wales, Victoria, and West Australia are going to be legal soon. But they're going to have more plants than you're allowed to have in ACT, and the ACT has no change in its laws. So the ACT is going to be the state that no one wants to move to grow anymore. Whereas before, everyone wanted to move there to grow, or most people. Yeah. But now, if you live in West Australia, not only is West Australia, New South Wales, and Victoria a better climate to grow than the ACT, but you can grow not 2 plants per person, but 6 per person. 6. What the fuck? That's good. Yeah.
Well, you guys have the no swab thing, man. That's fucking awesome. I'd be driving around like this if I had the no swab law.
Well, in Tassie, I don't want to leave Tassie because of it.
Big smile. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. And that fucking shit.
Tassie's a beautiful place to drive, though. That's the thing.
Blazing while I'm driving, smoking. No swabs in fucking Tassie. That's fucking mad.
Here's the thing. You would be able to hit the vape, right? Yeah. Have breakfast, and then go drive somewhere, and you probably wouldn't smell like weed. But the thing is, the roads are like, I don't know, you'd probably be fine. There's like a lot of nothing between things. I don't know. It should be G. I can't encourage driving under the influence, but in Tassie you can drive with THC in your system. But I know people on the medical who lost their license and they were on the medical because the copper thought that they were driving with THC under the influence, not only just in the system.
Yeah.
So fucking. But that was dispute. They went to court over that. So that's not the normal case.
You pull somebody over and they're staring there and they're like, "What seems to be the officer problem?" And you're like, You know, they got bloodshot eyes. Like, this cunt's fucking stoned. You can tell.
Yeah.
An officer, hey, you doing, mate? Yeah, no problems, mate. Here's my ID. You can tell when someone's not fucking bagged. You know, I mean, what's
Exactly.
2 You know, some people you can just tell, like, but there's other people out there, like heavy smokers, where they could be ripped, but if they're not showing any signs of impairment, then they've got no reason to take them out and do a fucking, what do you call it?
Exactly.
Down there?
Well, here's the thing. In Tasmania, 9 times out of 10, right, if you get licky sticked and they licky stick you and say it's tested positive for cannabis, and you say I'm on the medical, they let you go. They'll just literally let you go. Goodbye. But if you fuck around and you push the envelope and you say, nah, you know, I'm on the medical, I'm allowed to do this, obviously you're going to cause trouble and lose your license like that bloke. But I know what you're saying. I don't think there's any sobriety tests.
You got to.
I would be very interested.
You got to act like you didn't know. Like, you just took your medicine. You went for a drive. You didn't know. Like, you didn't know you could get in trouble. You didn't think you were doing anything wrong.
You can't get in trouble, though. You can only get in trouble driving under the influence.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Having THC in your system doesn't mean you're under the influence. So you and I can have fucking vapes and I'm not going to say I'll have bongs. You haven't had bongs for ages. But like edibles will put you under the influence. It just depends. It's like there's peaks and then there's valleys. You're not going to be fried like 24/7. You know what I mean? Off your nut.
It's on the person. It's like drinking, man. There's people that can have one drink of alcohol and then they're over the limit. Now they're under the limit and they're drunk.
Yeah.
They're driving around drunk and they're doing it perfectly legal. You know, like there's people that they can drink 10 Jim Beams and drive a car perfectly fine because they're alcoholics. But there's people out there drink 2 Jim Beams and they'll crash because the 2% can't drive with 10. Because the 80% of the world can't do the Jim Beam trip. Then nobody can do it. You know, because of that one dude who smokes one cone and gets psychosis or falls asleep or gets smashed real easy, we can't drive because of the 1%.
Yeah.
The people with low tolerances because of them. Like,
yeah. That's so funny.
Apparently, tobacco can make the test negative as well. Apparently, and cigarettes. I knew a guy. He smoked the full session. Got down to the corner because we have Redfern Street where they swab everybody. Had a session. He drove to the corner. Got pulled up in the swab light. He just smoked like 10 cigarettes, chain smoked them, come up negative. Apparently, cigarettes can make a test negative as well. So there's that.
Yeah, I reckon that's true.
I took 5 weed tablets, right? And I waited 2 hours after I took them to make sure that they were fully kicked in. I swabbed myself. I literally had enough saliva to fill up the thing twice. And I had THC in my system by taking 5 weed tablets. 2 hours after I took them, I swabbed myself with a swab kit. I did it twice. Came up negative both times.
Fuck.
11 hydroxy metabolite. I don't believe it goes into your metabolized saliva. So I don't believe that when you take edibles, like if you have the tablets, I don't believe that edibles will come up on a swab test. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, really? Is that true? Bro, there's so many people who like freak the fuck out because of that. Is that true?
That's what happened to me. But I'm not saying, it's not a test until I do it 10 times in a row. So don't take my word for it. And we have people go,
here's the thing. That's so true, though. What the fuck?
If people get swabbed, right? They smoking bongs before they get in the car. So what does weed do? What happens when you smoke fucking pot or when you vape weed? What does weed do? It gives you dry mouth. What can't they do if you don't have saliva? They can't do a proper swab, right? The second swab, when they take you down to the police station, they will make you sit there with your head down, because it's happened to me, for about 20 fucking minutes until some saliva goes on it. That fucking first swab, if you get past that first one and you smoke a bunch of fucking cigarettes and your mouth's really fucking dry, you might be right. But if you have any sort of saliva, if you've smoked, waited a few hours and your saliva's back, you're fucked. You are fucked. When I went down, they swabbed me the first time. The first test was negative. Went down to the cop station, second one. They made me hold my head forward, lean forward for ages until the saliva came on it. And then I got done for the second swab. And I lost my license for 4 months. And then I had to go to court and shit. And and I couldn't get my full license and shit because of it. And for a while, and all this shit happened. But I've been swabbed myself, man. I got swabbed driving to Macca's. And you know what I got swabbed on? Already vaporized bud. I lost my license from smoking a bong of this shit because I had no fucking weed. I got up in the morning, had 2 cones of this because I thought, well, why not? Fuck it. It's just ABB. Who gives a shit? And then my mate's like, can you give me a lift to Macca's? You know, and because I said yes to my mate, I made his problem mine. He wanted to go to Macca's. Because I made his problem mine, I drove over to Macca's and I got swabbed. You know, and then that was one of the times where I started learning, right, your mate's problems become yours. You know, then you start learning shit like that. So every time you help your mate, their problems becomes yours. You know, so because he wanted to go to Macca's and I wanted to be a good cunt and help him, I got swabbed that day. And the cop told me, he goes, mate, we weren't even going to pull you over. There was a car in front of me at the traffic lights that was just sitting there and not moving. It sat there. It was sitting there for about a whole minute. So I went around it, and I was driving a red Commodore, VX Commodore with green P plates. And they wilded me up on the bridge, pulled me over, gave me the fucking swab. And then, yeah, basically I got done. And it was because I literally just had an already vaporized weed cone like 20 minutes before I got swabbed. And these swab tests can read anything under 5 nanograms of THC. So you can have up to 5 nanograms for the test to read it. So they sit there and they say there's no THC in vaporized weed, and they throw it in the garbage bin. There's no THC in it, but you can make Rick Simpson oil with it, and you'll come positive on a swab test. That's how much THC.
Exactly.
I know people who have bought weed, who have bought Asian weed with PGR, smoked a 50, got swabbed, and haven't come up positive because there was no THC in the PGR weed. So that proves to you that the ABB must have THC in it if people are coming up positive. I lost my license from ABB. If there's no THC in that shit, how did I come up positive? There was obviously more than 5 nanograms because I got done. Like, you blew the smoke in the cop's face on the window 30
That's
years
funny
ago.
as fuck, Jeff.
Fogged up, and the cops, he didn't give a fuck. Smoke poured out the window. I'm going to a gorilla grow. Going to a gorilla. Fuck.
That's hectic. As if you lost your license, though. Like, you just want to go to Macca's. Like, here's the thing. If I was the copper, if I was the police officer, which I never would be a police officer, they'd never let me in the force. But look, it would be cool to be there at every point where you go, someone's about to lose their license, and you just fucking you throw it away and you let them drive off. Because if they're just trying to get Macca's, like, fucking, you're gonna really ruin their license because they want Macca's. They have hungry fucking the munchies, man. What?
The shit thing was, I had to park my car in an unsafe spot, and I had to walk home, and I had to get my mum to come and pick it up. And that was the story for me.
They let girls off to go to uni for less.
Over near Macca's over the bridge.
For what?
They needed one person. They needed 2 people. They needed one person to get a lift to the car, and then a person to drive her car back. And it was like fucking 11 o'clock. I had to go and do it. Fucking joke, man. But
the police can be lenient when they want to be, but when they're not wanting to be, that's just too funny. That's all.
I know people, right? They got pulled over by the cops. They had half an ounce sitting in a cigarette packet, and they had a couple of cigarettes on top. The cops have opened up the cigarette packet, seen the butt in there, closed it, and handed it back to them, and went right, and they just walked away. Like, some coppers don't even want to do the paperwork for fucking weed. Like, there's this study, right, that was in Sydney, right? It was like they did a study, right, where how many people have been let off at train stations for having weed on. And I think it was like there was a huge percentage of police officers. They're just not wasting their time with weed arrests anymore. They're sick of wasting their time pulling people up for fucking weed. They don't want to be pulling people up for push bike fucking helmets. They don't want to be pulling up people for fucking, doing like fucking with weed on them. It's a waste of police resources and fucking time.
Exactly.
Oh, we're out searching for people at train stations, searching for drugs. Well, how about you let people do what the fuck they want, and until they're stabbing each other and murdering each other, go and arrest some real criminals.
Exactly.
Well, you're wasting your time with me. There's some cunt probably getting bashed, or some cunt getting robbed, or some cunt getting scammed by some Indian cunt. Anything that you could do is better than what you're doing right now. You standing there and going to an old person's house across the fucking road, or you going to a call from an old person being scared is less of a waste of time than you pulling up somebody for fucking weed. It is the biggest waste of a police you have some grass in your fucking pocket, but this grass is different to the grass on the tree outside or the grass that's growing on there, so I'm going to waste time, 20 minutes, giving you a cannabis caution, writing you up $150 fucking fine, and sending you to court so you can tell the judge you go to Headspace, you're going to get let off with a cannabis caution anyway. It's a waste of fucking time. You know what I mean? It's like going to find a new dealer, right? It's like if you lose your dealer, it's easy to ring up the medical and go and get on the medical than it is to go and find a new drug dealer. You know, now I've got to go find somewhere else to get on. Now there's a chance I can get on. Go ring up the medical. It's easy just to ring the medical and do it that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I was just going to say, I had three cannabis cautions in Tasmania. You can only get 3 in 10 years.
Yeah.
And it resets after 10 years. So I don't know what the laws are elsewhere.
Done with a 50 in his pocket. The fucking police officers, they were doing good cop, bad cop to him. He grabs a phone book, slamming it on the table, going boom, trying to fucking scare him because they wanted to get the cunt that was selling. You know? And like the coppers, they didn't give a fuck about him getting done with weed, but him getting done with weed allowed them to try to get the cunt that was selling them. He mate just sat there and went, nah, it wasn't him who sold it to me. Nah, it wasn't him. Just said no for 3 hours. Then he went to court. And then he just said that the judge just said to him, "Is your mum happy about you being done with cannabis?" Nah. She's not too happy about it. She's been smoking pot for fucking 40 years, and she used to be a fucking meth head. You know what I mean? He's just telling the judge for reinforcement. You know, yeah, my mum's not too happy about me getting pulled over with a 50. The one who's been smoking pot for 40 years and doing hard drugs for half her life. You know, like.
Yeah,
the judge that, you know, like they make them, you know, and a judge doesn't want to fucking throw someone in jail for weed. When I went to court, there was a guy, he got done for 87 plants in his backyard. But because he had a car accident 5 years ago, the judge just let him off. Like they got him for 87. You know, we were saying at the front of the courthouse, being the boys, like the ones who got done for weed and dumb shit. Where was the other 13 fucking plants? Who grows 87? That cunt grew 100. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's
87, you know? Or 80, yeah, it's like, fuck off.
That's fucking hilarious.
And you know, and these other dude, he got done drink driving, assaulting people and breaking an AVO, and he got a Section 10 fucking bond. And I didn't get
what's an AVO again?
You know, and he's got himself a missus. And
what's an AVO again?
Been seeing therapists, and where's my excuse? Oh, he's got Asperger's syndrome, ADHD. He sees therapists. Where's my excuse for driving stoned? I didn't bash nobody. I didn't take no AVOs. I didn't get caught drink driving.
But what's an AVO?
I was sober when I was driving. You know, and can't forget less sentences than me. Then I learned get a fucking lawyer. Then I learned get a goddamn lawyer every time.
What's an AVO?
AVO is like when you so AVO. So here's an example, right? So. Say, you threatened to kill me, or you came and bashed me one day, right? I can get an AVO, right, where it means you're not allowed to be 10 kilometers from me. You're not allowed to ring my phone.
Isn't that like a restraining order?
You're not allowed to get certain contact with me. Your phone's got to be disabled. You're doing shit like that. So he's gone in and bashed somebody, broken the AVO. So he's been done for drink driving. He's gone in and broken an AVO and flogged the fuck out of somebody. And because he's got a miss therapy, and you know his lawyer butted him up, he got less sentence than what I fucking did. You know,
that's funny.
That's fucking stupid. I got done for driving sober and going to Macca's. I told the judge, I said, mate, I've been smoking pot for fucking. At that point, it was like 10 years. At that point, because this is like 5 years. 8 years at that point. I was like, I've been smoking pot for 8 years, mate. I had already baked weed. I wasn't even medicated, mate. I wasn't stoned. I was sober when I was driving. You know, I told him that, but couldn't do anything about it. I got a doctor's letter and all this shit. Like, yeah. No license for 4 months. Couldn't get my full license. I just sold my car. And you know what the crazy thing was? I wasn't even supposed to have my license on me. The judge told me, you're not supposed to have a license right now, mate. Have you been driving? No, I haven't, mate. Since I got swabbed, I'm fucking not driving ever again. I'm not going to quit smoking pot anytime soon, so I'm not driving no more. He goes, you're not supposed to have a license. So he came and took the license off me at court. So I could have drove around for those 4 fucking months. Perfectly legal. And I wouldn't have got, but I wasn't going because I wasn't going. After that, I didn't drive nowhere after that. Didn't drive nowhere.
That's crazy.
And I had a Nissan 350Z, right, when I was on the medical. And I got on the medical and I found out that I couldn't drive on the medical. So then I was like, oh, so I started driving while I was on the medical for like a year. But then and I'm just selling me fucking car and now I don't drive anywhere. So now I can't get done. You know, so fucking, I'd rather just not have that chance there. You know, I don't want to have to go to court and go see a judge and get my license back. I'd rather just not get taken off me at all, you know? Like,
yeah.
But what happens with tobacco, right? So it's like, okay, so imagine this, okay? So let's just pretend that you have a piece of paper. So we have a piece of paper right now. We have two colors. We have black and we have yellow, okay? Now, if you get black and you put it on the bottom of the piece of paper, right? It's going to be black. Now, if you get yellow and if you go yellow over the top of the black, right, and let it harden, now what's going to happen? The yellow is going to harden on top of the black, right? So when you're smoking a bong, right, the tar from the weed is coating your mouth with THC, right? But then the tar from the tobacco is overcoating the THC with tar. So the THC is here, the tar's going over the top of it and then hardening up. So when they swap, it's going like this over the hardened THC. So it's like going like that over the, you know, but if you just smoke a straight fucking cone, you got straight fucking resin in your mouth. You're fucked. You know, and if you have a cigarette, that will really help him because it will coat your whole mouth with tar. And then hopefully, if you coat it with enough fucking tar, you will overcoat the resin on the weed resin in your mouth. And then you shouldn't get done, hopefully. That's pretty much what happens, supposedly. But apparently you can use shit like hydroperoxide as mouthwash. Apparently there's all these tricks that you can fucking do. Everyone has their own trick how they do it. But, yeah. So yeah, there's all different things you can do, but hopefully it comes to a point where we can just vape and smoke anyway, like because like this is what it used to be like. This is how bad it was, you know. My mates would be sitting there going, "Come fishing with me, man. Come fishing," and I'll be like, "No, you can't just want me to drive, so you can all go out there, have a fucking session, and I drive you home. I'm not going out there fucking sober and watching you cunts fish and get fucking high and being a designated driver. Go fuck yourself." That's what I used to say to them. And he's like, "I just have a bong. You only have one bong, man. You won't get done." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm not having a bong when I'm out there. You know, I'd sit there sober like this, just watching them all get high, fish, and have a good fucking time." Then it came to a point where I was like, "Fuck this shit. I'm not driving anywhere anymore. They can go fuck themselves." Like, it's not my problem if they want to get high and go fishing. Find someone else to drive us out there, you know. Then it came to a point, and we had to find that one mate who was going to drive us places who didn't smoke. You know, we had to go look for a sober mate. You know, we started for piss tests as well, for fucking urine. Find that guy who could use his urine. Fucking. But yeah, like I never had to do urine tests, but mates used to get urine off me mate all the fucking time. They used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's crazy, man. And weed's legal, but it's not. Like it's legal, but it's not. Like in reality, a police officer could probably be a dog cunt and take our weed off us. We might get it back eventually, but in reality, it's not fully legal. Like it's legal under the terms of under the TGA, the government's making money, private companies are making money. It's under the legal of those terminologies, you know, and we use the prescribed amount that we're prescribed, you know, like I don't know, it's like, yeah. Either his phone died or he's coming back. I'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll see if he comes. Oh, he's back. There we go.
Can you hear me? Am I back?
My intro is being created. I'm just going to watch it right now, and then yeah, my intro is being created. Do you want to just want to see my intro, my outro?
Can someone drop some comment in the chat?
I'll save it.
I can't see vape.
Yo, hello. Can you see? Oh. Hello, can you see me? Hello. Hello.
There we go. There we go. You're back. I'm back. My
You
thing
back?
crashed. Yeah. So what happened? I'm feeling fried off the edibles.
Yeah, dude, I fell asleep my Rick Simpson oil sleep yesterday, bro. I did.
Yeah.
I take me Rick. I wake up in the morning at like 8:30, right? My social worker gets here at like fucking 9:30, right? So I have like me edibles as soon as I wake up on an empty stomach. Then I'll have a couple of freight trains while I'm waiting for it to come, and then I'll take my portable with me, and then I'll just go out for the day. And then yeah, my last session that I had before the snitty was out of town, like just out of town, like 5 minutes from there, and had a tiny mite too, and then yeah, had a tiny mite too, and then got smashed, went home and fell asleep.
That sounds so good. I can definitely feel the edibles kicking in. I ate them an hour ago. Oof.
Did you eat them on an empty stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it another hour, and they'll be fully kicked in. But everyone's different, though. You know, if they're kicking in now,
100% right.
By the looks of it, it seems like half an hour, 45. You'll be.
I've been consistently eating them for the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man. They're working, which means the Byrie that you've got is fucking helping. Obviously, helping the
Yeah. There's a little bit of beer in this for sure. There's a little bit. It's not that much. It is a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll have a hash cone now. It's been, I don't even know how long. I only had 2 cones at the beginning of the stream. And then, so I think I'll dedicate a cone to Katung for sure, because it's always good to see him swing through. And Big Boy Kush. Katung and Big Boy.
Oh yeah, when you end up going to sleep from the edible, I might go live later on tonight. I might. I'm bloody just sitting here watching this countdown time. I must have this buck. I must have it.
Yeah.
I got the money in my bank right now too to buy it. Hey, like.
So when does it? Can you do it as soon as it's tomorrow?
Okay, so I believe when it hits the 25th in Switzerland at a certain time. So I've got to wait for it to hit 25th. So right now, it hits, for example, like it ain't going to be there at like 12 o'clock tonight. It'll be there whenever it hits a certain time in Switzerland. So I've got to figure that out. But that's what they do to people, man. Like, they make them hard to get, man. They only make 100 of them, so people got to, yeah. It's like getting fucking Comic-Con tickets or some shit, I imagine.
Yeah. I'm so fried at the moment, so stoned. It's crazy. Tad, I ate 1 gram of AVB, put it on peanut butter on a digestive biscuit, tasted bad, think it get me stoned. Hang on, let me reread that one moment. Taz, I ate 1 gram of AVB. Put some peanut butter on a chocolate digestive biscuit. Oh, those are fucking good. Peanut butter, though. Interesting. Tasted bad. It would have tasted fucked. To chew. That's what PTP said it tasted bad. When I had it in yogurt, I didn't even taste it that much because I just dumped the AVB in the yogurt, mixed it together, and just... how do you eat the AVB? I just answered it then. Sorry. I didn't even mean to. Hang on. Let me read the whole comment. Taz, I ate 1 gram of my AVB, put it on some peanut butter on a chocolate digestive biscuit. Tasted bad. I think it got me stoned. We'll try the yogurt way. Maybe was very bad taste. I don't actually remember how much AVB. I think it was like 2 grams. I did weigh it, but it was I fucking can't remember. I want to say 2 grams. Could have been a gram. But here's the thing, right? You gotta weigh the potency out, so you never know. It's a tough decision. A lot of people put their ABB in gelatin capsules, you know?
Yeah, man.
Jelly
What you're gonna do is you get this stuff. I'll show you. Because you need fat.
Yeah.
Right? You need fat, right? Fat increases potency of edibles, right? So what you do is you crush your ABB up into a powder, then you use this shit. It's called sunflower lecithin powder. And what you do is you mix a little bit of that in each capsule. That way you got a bit of fat content in your capsules. Because if you just have a straight ABB by itself, it will work. It just won't work as good, man. I'm telling you right now, the more fat, the better. From experiences, more fat, the higher potency.
That's interesting because PTP says the THCS to bind to the fat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you need, it's not going to work the same if you don't have fat, man. Like even if it's decarb, like you can eat handfuls of ABB, it might give you some sort of effect, but it ain't going to be like if you put fucking butter in it or fucking. I use olive oil. That's what I use for my shit. I use olive oil and I put 1 teaspoon of sunflower lecithin powder in the olive oil with the shot glass, and then I mix it in, and then
that's
like,
so good.
And good luck fucking eating. I don't know. Good luck grabbing handfuls of this shit and eating it. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. Yeah. How do you eat the ABB? We just transform it into these. These binary hash containers. There we go.
1 gram is a lot of ABB.
I've got a video how to do it. Go and check my YouTube channel.
One out.
The video is called How to Make Lavender.
That's all good.
Yeah, how to make lavender. I've got a video how to do it. Kept on. Yeah. Rick Simpson oil, mate. 700 milligrams of THC per gram. Fucking strong.
That's fucked.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
THC is in everything. Remember that. THC is in everything. I've had edibles that were lower milligrams of THC, and I'm going, what the fuck? So, it still works.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, PTP will be live in half hour. I'm going to go end the stream shortly. I'm pretty sure he'll be live in a half hour. Check on the thing. We have a couple codes. Eat some more edibles. I'll see you around at PTP's part-time planting.
Yeah, easy, man. No, I think she's out there. I thought I'm enjoying, like you're more awake now, so.
I'm so stoned. I could fall asleep right now.
Yeah.
My eyes are so watery. They feel so heavy.
I've got to do a video today, actually. I just forgot. I've got to do a YouTube video today. I've got to do a video how to clean the fucking tiny mite too. I've had a lot of people asking me to do a video how to clean the tiny mite too, and I still haven't done it yet. I just remembered now because someone messaged me the other day. But I've got to do a video on that at some point today, so that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I just put the link up if you want to watch how to make Rick Simpson oil. But yeah,
drop that link.
But yeah, just go watch my video, man. Go to roughhousestudios.com and go watch their videos. My video is nothing. Go watch the proper videos. But if you couldn't be fucked, go on and looking for the video. Just watch mine, I guess. But there's better videos than what I've got on this how to do it. But yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, shout out to Katoon.
Yeah.
Katoon.
I'm so stoned. I'm like so stoned.
It's 13 degrees today, man. It's actually sunny outside. It's been pretty good.
It's like 6 in Tasmania. Oh.
Yeah, I can tell, man. You got sedative effects, man. You get smashed by CBN. Your eyes are starting to get droopy. You're starting to slow your words a little bit. You're starting to get sedated, man. That's CBN. Soon you're going to be like, what seems to be the opposite problem? And you're going to be talking, and you're going to be like, am I slurring my words right now? You feel like you're slurring. That's going to start happening soon. Hell, it's starting to kick in. They're starting to fucking get there now. That's good though, man. You're gonna have a good sleep, man. You probably go to sleep. Unless you're fortunate, you can stay awake and fight it, but you're gonna have to go out and go do shit, like move around and Move around and do shit.
We'll find out. I don't know how it's gonna go.
But yeah, sunflower leaching powder is a good way of doing it and just grinding it up into a powder. Then you got to mix a bunch. Then you got to sit there and fill the capsules up like with your fingers and shit. Takes a long time.
Yeah.
You've got a whole jar of ABB. It's gonna take you a long time to fucking fill up like a big jar of it. Like, butter's the easiest way, or making it into an oil so you can just suck it up and in a syringe and just fill them up real easy kind of thing. But yeah, ABB's getting there.
That looks so good.
Oh, I can't even see because there's no light on. Let's have a light on. Yeah, I can see it.
Look at that. Woo.
It's still green in the cunt.
Yeah, there's still some green.
Yeah. That's far from burnt, mate. I could either re-vape that or I'm going to make some more tablets soon. I'm just going to try and build up more this time.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway, so PTP's going live in half an hour, is he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I was going to go Sherry's live now before I forget. Sherry's live out. 34 minutes he's going live, it says. Share and like. PTP. Everyone share PTPs and give him a like. He's going live in half an hour.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Dude, I've got my new intro. Wait, you should let me play my... when you end your show, you should let me play my intro on your show.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Because I want to play. I don't want to go live. Just like I want to go live tonight, but I want to play my intro. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to go live tonight just to play an intro. But yeah.
No, go live tonight. I'll tune in.
Yeah, I'll go live after PTP. I will.
Yeah, I'm sure Kingy will jump on.
I've got a new outro. I've got to get a new intro. I've got an idea for it. I just got to get it in the works.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
That's so good. I'm so stoned. So stoned. I better not fall asleep on the stream. Let's have a cone.
Yeah, man. I'm Friday. I've been good. I've been doing good. I haven't been fucking Sydney chain smoking. It's good.
Yeah.
Making my shit.
I still want to eat more edibles, but I won't. I'll do that later.
When I had those capsules yesterday, right? I didn't need a freight train. Like as soon as they kicked in, I didn't need no weed for the rest of the day. I was, like, you know what I mean? Like I was just feeling good.
I don't mean, yeah.
It's like mushies. You sit there and you go, "Fuck, man, I'm not vaping."
Yeah.
It's like you sit there like that. Yeah, it was like you just.
Yeah, hang on. Why didn't I think of that before? Kingy, make a Restream account. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Or just pay the $10.
Well, $10 is nothing. Like for the StreamYards, you get what's it called? No, you get like StreamYards. You get what's it called? 10 people on the panel and unlimited hours for $10. What more do you want? You know.
Well, I get 1080p and I can stream two places at the same time. That's
actually cool. I reckon maybe you don't get 1080p.
And the StreamYard symbol's gone. This is the symbol up there. The StreamYard symbol. Mine doesn't have that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think the StreamYard symbol is still there with the $10 one. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So I'm paying for good shit. So I get some decent shit. I get 1080p. Yeah. Cool.
Do a Restream account, Kingy, because it'll be free.
I've got 50 hours of recording. So even the streams that I've deleted, I've still got them on my fucking StreamYard. There's a video of Chill Mike and Fell Babes that I did. That's saved on there. So I think there was somebody who wanted to do a cut out a certain clip of it or something, but yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'll go live after PTP goes live or something.
Hell yeah. That's good. I was going to say that's Mintaz. I'm so stoned. Oh, so fucking stoned. It's actually crazy. Let's have a cone. I'm going to end the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to go have a shower, get myself ready for the day, the night. Do some cleaning of my room, which will take 2 seconds. Yeah. Bong on, ladies and gentlemen. Bong on.
Cheers, legend. Cheers.
Thanks for tuning in, Vape HQ. We'll see you later tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
for
going to
sure.
hit this bomb.
The Big Les show was pretty funny last night. That was alright, eh?
It was fucking hilarious. That was so good. Whoops.
Season 5 next Friday. Dude, the whole season went for an hour. The first 2 seasons went for 40 minutes. And then season 3 is like an hour and 30. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Cheers, legend.
Cheers, Kimmy. Cheers. Mark, suck that turd. Bong on, Vape HQ.
Oh, that one got me. That was good. That one got me. It's not a bad cough. It's just like good now.
Ooh. Ooh. So stoned. See you all in a half hour at PTPs. Bong on.
Appreciate having me up on your house, man. I'll leave you to it, legend.
I appreciate you tuning in. I'll catch you later. I'm keen to see your outro.
Yeah, good tonight. Cheers, legend. Peace.
Have a good one, bro. Wow, my coffin fit. Oh. Shout out to Vape HQ. Oh, that was the hash. Whew. What a way to end the stream with a fat block of irony. There you go. Anyway, I'll tell you in a second. It was just a group of people walked past and they saw me with the bong. So funny. Let's punch a cone, one more cone. Hash cone. Hash cone. Here we go. There we go. Oh, this is a fat hash cone. Woo. That's a lot of hash in there. Oh, that's fucking a lot. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. See you next time. The Bearney. The Mighty and the Bong. Cheers, Katung says. Cheers indeed. Smoke that weed. We shall be smoking that weed right now. One hash cone for me. Bong on. Cheers for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in.